Hi everyone, I'm Aaron from Game Time Physio, and today we're going to go through a plan on how we're going to get you back in the gym safely. Now, over the last couple of videos, we've gone through how to put ourselves into a bit of a category between a beast, a yo-yo, and a graze and daisy. So if you haven't watched those, go back and watch them first. Now, our body responds well to load, okay, but gradual load to allow adaptation and overcompensation so we can get fitter, stronger, faster. So if we've been a beast over this ISO break, if we safely increase our training, if there is an increase to be made, we're looking at around about 1 to 2 weeks maximum, okay? Safely increasing your training to get back to your best. Now, our yo-yos, it's going to take a little bit longer, all right? If we think about that 10% rule, moving forward, we're looking around about that 2 to 4 weeks, okay? Obviously, it varies between people, but we're looking around about that. Now, our grays and daisies, okay? If we're sitting below that 40% and we think about 10% every week, we're looking around about that 4 to 6 weeks. Now, this could be a little bit less, a little bit more, depends on the person. It gives you an overview of what it's going to look like if we safely increase our load. Now, if we sharpen this gradient of the line, okay, if we're going through our grays and daisies and we sharpen this, doesn't mean you're going to get injured, but you're more likely to get injured. So just take that into account when you are progressing your load, so you don't pull up super sore, develop an overuse injury, and have to come see us. So let's go into the nuts and bolts of what that actually looks like. All right, so the table here kind of exclaims some very general guidelines to progress your training, progress your load on the body. It's not a hard and fast set of rules, okay, because everyone's a little bit different, but you just got to listen to your body a little bit, okay? Am I feeling really good? Did I sleep well? Is my diet being good? How am I feeling with my mood and arousal levels? All those impact our injury risk and our ability to train at our best, okay? So just take these as a bit of a guideline. So if we look at our beasts to start off with, if we think about how many days we'll be training, we're looking about 4 to 5, if not more, depending on your ability and how often you train normally, and that length of each session, over 80%, that's fine. You'll be good with that. If we look at our intensity, if we rate it out of 10, we're over 8 out of 10 with those, and we're looking at our percentage weights. So that's not like 1 RM maxes, but if you're thinking if you're doing a certain workout or a certain amount of reps at a percentage, you're looking at 85 to 100% of that workout, not of your 1 RM. So just note that. Now, our yo-yos, we're looking around about 3-ish, okay? So it could be 3, it could be 4. We're just playing around with that a little bit. Hopefully with the gyms, they're kind of progressing your load with the sessions. They're not just going to smash you with some big ones straight off. But looking around about that 3 mark would be good. If we're looking at our out of 10, we're looking about that 5 to 7, and that translates over to around about that 60, 75% weights or in the intensity compared to that workout that you would have done pre-ISO, okay? And then our grays and daisies, 2 to 3 sessions, that's probably good. You know, you've still been doing a little bit, and you've got a history of doing, you know, training and loading the body, so I don't want to go so slow because we want that adaptation. We want you to get stronger and get back into those good habits. Intensity, we can look at that 5 to 10 still, but we can just space out our workouts a little bit further out through the week, and we're going to go through that in the next video. And our weights, though, we can drop them down compared to our yo-yos around about that 40, 60%, okay? Now, if we're thinking where this is 100% down here, it's going to take about 2 weeks at each level to progress to the next one, okay? So it's a good little guideline. You're like, okay, I'm a graze and daisy right now. I want to get back to kind of that yo-yo load. Okay, it's going to look about 2 weeks of training, and that's fine. All right, and then 2 weeks, we'll be near that beast, and then 2 weeks from there, we're good to go. All right, now stay tuned for the next video. We're going to go through how we're going to plan our week to make sure we don't pull up sore, develop any sort of injuries, and have to come see your physio.